So,
Bring it to the runway.
main
Runway.
challenge. So they
Runway.
have to do 2 looks, one hometown look and one gay icon look. They did the gay icon first, so we'll go girl by girl. First bitch on the chopping block, Joe as David Bowie.
The hair was cute.
It was nice.
I liked the rhinestones in the wig. It was nice. I really wish she would stop
doing this. I like that she turned the suit into a dress and
Yeah.
bedazzled it.
Yeah, the glitter suit
She
reminded me
made
a
it
bit like a
drag.
Christian Cowan kind of vibe, like the pink glitter aesthetic that he does. It was not awful.
Yeah.
It was nice. For somebody who's not familiar with like David Bowie's aesthetic, I'd have maybe picked something a bit more
Yeah.
like the lightning bolt,
Oh,
which has
yeah.
obviously been done to death, or like the Aladdin Sane, the circle on his forehead. There was more looks that
she
were
could have referenced.
yeah, or even like from the Labyrinth, like that would have been fun. But anyway,
Right. Next bitch, Estina as Naomi Campbell. Pause. Reset. If you've not seen it, go look it up.
Period.
She
don't even know,
fucking
like-
murdered every, and it wasn't even like she picked the most like complex outfit. She was clever. She picked the simplest outfit that Naomi's ever worn, a recent outfit that Naomi's worn, in a show that featured all black models.
yeah, the Valentino show.
Yeah, so she was clever doing that, but also, I wasn't even focused that much on the dress. She fucking sold it with her face, her attitude, her poise.
P-U-L-E-N-C-E. Opulence. You own everything.
Estina, if you're watching this, you fucking did what needed
That.
to be done.
It was called the Icon Party, but there were no icons there.
But yeah, next bitch is Ginny as Kate Bush.
As predicted, this fucking
Bonnet
shoe
heel.
is going to be a common theme.
Yeah, at least she has it in different colors. Next girl, Tia Coffee as Alan Turing. Clever.
I like when queens on Drag Race, US, British,
UK,
all the other
Singapore,
fucking
Thailand,
places,
the moon.
when they reference somebody, like, you know, like when Jinx Monsoon did Little Edie?
Yeah.
And to the
Unwashed.
regular, to the regular, like, or to even to like a younger audience, they would not have ever seen Grey Gardens and they wouldn't have like thought of that automatically. But it makes you Google who these people are, and I think it was intelligent because I actually was not familiar with the person that Tia chose.
Yeah, Alan.
But I liked the gimmick of having the chains because obviously the reference to him being arrested for being gay.
Breaking code.
The suit was cute. It fit her very well. The only criticism with it I have is perhaps the hair. Like, I feel like maybe like a neon yellow to match the shoes would have maybe been a bit more like pizzazzy.
Yeah.
I get the feeling that she's definitely going to be very like subdued and like stripped back in her aesthetic, but I'll save judgment until another
I
episode.
thought it was cute. Bimini.
Princess Julia, right?
Princess Julia.
I thought this was really good. Again, similar to Tia's icon.
Yeah.
Somebody that, unless you're from the London like nightlife scene, you probably would, or even like sort of like London
The
fashion
fashion
scene,
scene.
you would not be familiar with who Julia is. But Julia has been around since like the fucking dawn of time. Like when clubs first opened,
She was at
she
the
was
door.
there. She was at the very first club opening like ever. It is
Spot on.
with like flawless,
Yeah.
down to the hair, to the shoe, everything is perfect. The only criticism I would have is Julia's pants, like her trousers, in the image, are more of like a wider cut.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe the drama that the judges were looking for could have been
Was
found
missing.
in maybe making it a little bit more exagerated. Because drag is obviously about exaggeration.
yeah.
So if you'd seen that she had a wide like pant, I would have made it even wider. Do you know what I mean?
But I thought
But it was beautiful, and I loved the shoes. The little fluffy shoes were so cute.
Very like Celine looking shoes. I thought she looked like Princess Julia down.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So kudos for that. Next bitch on the chopping block, Lawrence as Diana Rigg. I liked it.
Yeah, again, so it seemed like they kind of blocked the kind of like unfamiliar stars, like icons, together, because again, to like a 15-year-old watching this, they are not going to know who Diana Rigg is.
No. I do, because I'm an old
But it was
bitch.
from the original Avengers, like not the
Scarlett
Marvel.
Johansson. Yeah.
And the one thing I will say about Lawrence is the bitch knows how to pad. Her walk needs a little bit of work.
Yeah,
which is
she
something that I will
stops.
say about Tia as well. Tia's walk is a little bit like rickety,
Humpy.
and Lawrence kind of like
Yeah.
you can tell he's
She walks
Scottish.
like a man. She walks like a man in a wig. But
You
that's
can just
okay.
see him going down Sucky Hall Street. How's it going, RuPaul? I can do that because I'm Scottish. You can't do that.
How's it going, Ru? Was that close? Glasgow.
Yeah, that was funny when you called it. How do you say it? Glasgow. Oh, Glasgow.
Next girl, Cherry Valentine as Freddie Mercury.
I really liked this. I thought it was quite funny though that like rather than having like I understand that she couldn't have brought an actual real size Hoover, so it was nice that she brought something that resembled
A
it.
prop. I thought she looked really sexy in it.
Yeah, like it was actually
Even with a
really, really
mustache
good.
on, I thought
And
she looked really hot.
a very minimal effort look. It was just a black skirt and like a
That's
pink,
top,
but really, really worked. And also a fucking phenomenal gay icon.
Yeah, I thought that was clever. Veronica as Boy George, my boo. I liked it. I thought it was very. She looked like Boy George.
Yeah, like it was spot on, like aesthetically for Boy. My only criticism is that I think more makeup would have been better. Like I feel like the makeup was very minimal, and Boy George has definitely worn so much more makeup than that.
He keeps it on. Next queen is Ahura as Vivienne Westwood. I will say, I loved it. I thought she looked amazing, but she did not look like Vivienne Westwood in the slightest.
That's my opinion!
Yeah, it was definitely like model of
Model
Westwood,
Westwood.
wasn't it?
She didn't even have ginger hair.
You should auburn hair.
Yeah.
It wasn't like comical, like that pissy, like you know, like that like hangover piss colored hair that like. Which I'm so sorry, Vivienne Westwood, if you ever see this, but that is the only description, like Lucozade. That's kinder, like Lucozade coloured hair that she has. She definitely looked like, you know, like Teddy Quinn.
Yeah.
She looked like Teddy Quinn walking in like a Westwood show.
But she looked fucking good.
It was killer. The only thing, the other criticism I'll have as well is she could not walk in the skirt.
No, it was too long.
She either needed to learn how to like flick it back or something, or she needed to make it shorter because it was a little bit clumsy.
But the look was amazing.
Yeah. Love the makeup as well.
Yeah.
The half and half with the mustache, perfect.
Next girl is Next girl, sister as Dusty Springfield.
So,
okay.
see, contrary to how Ahura looked nothing like Westwood, Dusty or like sister looked almost
identical.
It was. I mean, it was crazy. Like as an illusion, it was. Like if she wanted to do that on stage, you'd be like, "Oh my god, is it Dusty Springfield?"
Back from the dead.
I don't know if she's dead.
She's dead.
Is she?
She passed away? Oh. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, R.I.P.
We'll fact check this afterwards, but I'm pretty sure she's dead.
It was just, it kind of lost any drag. There wasn't really like any. There was no humor. There was no fun. It just was Dusty Springfield. So yeah.
She did the assignment.
Yeah.
But She needed to drag it up. That was the problem. Next girl, Ellie as Lily Savage.
I really liked
I loved
this. Also, like, Lily Savage, like, I grew up watching Lily Savage on TV. Like, Lily is like a fucking icon.
Yeah.
I'm really gutted that they haven't had Lily as a guest judge as well, because Paul O'Grady is fucking hilarious. A mouth of filth. Yeah.
This new breed, isn't it? The fellas now, they're called lads. I know, I'd call them cunts.
So I really liked Ellie's look. I feel like the roots could have been a little bit more exaggerated, and I feel like it was almost a little bit too classy for Lily Savage. I mean, the
She made her look like a lady and not a tramp.
Yeah, it was more like Lady Savage rather than Lily Savage. But nothing really to complain about.
No,
Again, also similarly to Ahura, she sort of tripped over that skirt a little bit, but she recovered a lot better than Ahura did. But
yeah, she was good. And last but not least, my girl, Taste, as the other Naomi Campbell.
Naomi Campbell. What is it they say? Naomi hanging on Campbell.
this wig is obviously very expensive, and she wanted to get the wears out of
She
it.
got her money's worth. That wig did overtime.
Yeah.
It was more Taste than Naomi.
Yeah. It was like, I feel like it could have pushed to definitely being more Naomi had the wig changed. I feel like a kind of like below the shoulder, like curled under, like thicker, like very like kind of like 90s like cute hair. Do you know what actually let it down? Astina.
Yeah.
I feel like had Astina picked another icon, we would have had nothing to say about Taste. However, there was
apples and pears. Unfortunately, I like apples, so Astina wins. So for the second look, they had to do a hometown look. So first up was Joe as Brighton Pavilion.
Pantomime Dame in Aladdin, like he's behind you.
Yeah, it looked too costumey and not.
It was, where was the body? There was literally, it was so ill-fitting.
Where is the body?
And where is the body?
No, it wasn't a nice look. Sorry, Joe. Next up, Astina as East London.
So you know my thoughts on this. He loves it. I didn't dislike it. I just thought it was a little bit too. I feel like if Astina had worn this in like a dance challenge or like a singing challenge, it would have been great, and she would, because let me get this one thing straight, she looked fucking phenomenal, because Astina is gorgeous as well, and I loved the hair, like the braids with the little gold. Yeah, it was gorge. And obviously Astina knows her strength, and she knows that like those legs. Like melanated legs are just like a dream. And you know that she was like cocoa buttered the house
cocoa butter,
down.
baby oil,
spit,
like all the lotions and potions went into those legs.
And I really like the little gimmick of like the chicken box. It was cute. And I know who that girl is. Like,
we all know who that girl is.
I have been called like Batty Boy by that girl, like on the bus.
I've been that girl. In my head, I am that girl. But I loved it. I can't say anything bad about it.
I just thought it was a little bit not runway ready, shall we say, like mini challenge or like dance challenge. It would have maybe like fit a little bit better for. But that Naomi look just, brought it up.
She looked cute, and I ain't mad at her.
Cute for a taste, but not for a swallow.
Oh, always a swallow. Ginny Lemon as Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Yeah.
Like the sauce. She's the sauce.
Ketchup. Okay, the first thing that I thought of was, Dumb and Dumber?
May have seen it a couple times.
They wore these tuxedos, and like one more like blue and one more like this kind of like mustardy colour. Yeah. And literally the first thing that popped into my head was
how's your head?
Where's the one in the blue?
Yeah. I didn't.
It wasn't ugly. I mean, and at least she wore a fucking I'm being very kind here when I say heel, and I use the word extremely loosely.
She had an uplift in her soul.
Yeah.
That's it.
She had a suede version of her jelly shoes on.
And Ginny needs to go sooner or later. Tia as Nottinghamshire.
Okay, my first thing was she made it very clear at the start of the episode that she was born in Essex but now lives in Clapham. But you came as Robin Hood. You're not from there, and I also think Essex has got.
She could have done so much
for the sheer comedy of Essex.
Girl. It's actually in the dictionary, and it says.
Glamorous.
No.
Hey, like so
No.
Shut up.
And I know that Cheryl Cole did that kind of Essex girl thing on the first season, but there's so much more that you could have done with that, and I just think yeah.
But I thought it was a cute Robin Hood look. Next girl is Bimini as Norwich.
Love,
shoot all the way.
Yeah.
Shame you can see the tape at the back.
Yeah, the only thing that I would say is the tailoring on the crotch was a little bit it felt like there was almost too much fabric, which I know sounds so funny because it had no fabric
at all.
But it felt like it needed to be trimmed ever so slightly. For the cut that she had, it just...
The key to a swollen vagina is courage.
But sis...
And the tape, obviously, and I think even she was conscious of that. I think maybe, had she padded...
But sis, A, the body, B,
Yeah.
when I used to go watch football, I wish I could dress like that. Or even when I used to play football.
Oh, bitch!
I wish I could
100%,
dress like that.
yeah.
Because sis, and those heels, sis was doing the fucking mostest.
100.
One of the best looks of the night. Right, next, Lawrence as Glasgow?
Yeah.
Glasgow. Lawrence as Glasgow.
The Brady McIntosh look was really good. As somebody, I went to Glasgow School of Art for a very brief period. So I've personally seen the Rennie McIntosh
paintings. The stained glasses.
Well, it covers everything he did, furniture, architecture, because the actual building of the original GSA is designed by him. This was killer. And the latex as well was a fun, sexy thing.
I'm dead sexy. Look at my sexy body.
As well, again.
Padding.
He really knows how to pad.
Yeah. She was serving Meg Thee Stallion.
I always feel like whenever a queen has a boy name, I always refer to them as he. But then so apologies.
But the look was amazing, and she had a good night. So, props to you, Mama. Next one was Cherry as Darlington.
I thought this bitch looked like a badger. She looked like she was rummaging through your trash at 3 a.m. in the morning. The thing that I'll say, it was this little I get that she was doing the coal miner thing, but the placement of it was really bizarre.
The thing is, I like the eyes. I thought the eye makeup was amazing.
But I think had she had a big a poof of coal or something, it would have been better. I also think the estate, the actual look was a bit minimal. It was just I feel like if she'd had a little miner's helmet with the torch or something, it'd been cute. I did like the
train tail.
Yeah, that was
I thought that was cute. She made a deal about having the clock because the clock is really famous.
Fat 14-inch clock.
I wish she had worn the clock like a big Mr. T necklace instead.
For me, the clock
just not have it at all.
Yeah, because I feel like if you were doing the minor thing, it felt like you were combining too many things. Either go for the clock if that's the famous thing, or go for the mining thing.
Yeah. Right, next up, my boo, Veronica, as Lancaster. I thought she looked amazing. I thought it was so, that
best
rose,
she's looked in the episode, to be fair.
That rose gown, amazing.
That is a drag name if I've ever heard
Rose
one.
gown.
Ladies and gentlemen, bring to the stage.
The rose gown.
It sounds like Rose McGowan.
Oh yeah!
That's
with the drag version.
The
The dress fit her beautifully.
I thought the dress was stunning.
I just didn't like that you could see the crinoline underneath. I feel like had she had a red petticoat to cover that white, because when she turned with the nature of those crinolines, they kind of swing the dress up.
And then you see all the
It just kind of again ruins the illusion a little bit. There was zero. I don't know if she owns jewelry.
She's
Like,
a minimalist.
that's not my vibe. Drag is not minimalism.
That's her type of drag. Let her live. Leave my boo alone. Anyway, back on track in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A horror as Nottinghamshire again.
Peter Pan wants his costume back.
Sister as...
Sister.
Where's Sister? As Liverpool.
I loved this. Like, I thought this was like what Essex should have been. Like, it was like, and I really enjoyed the fact that for Sister, she mentioned at the beginning of the episode that she considers herself a comedy queen, and I don't think we really got to see that in any of the other like looks per se, because her entrance look wasn't comedic. Yeah. Her tennis look wasn't comedic. And
Where
her hometown
are
look literally lacked
her gay icon.
Gay icon lacked. I mean, fucking anything. So it was really fun to see this. It's a fucking killer look.
No, I liked it. Ellie as
Dennis the Menace.
Dundee. I fucking love this look.
She again, similarly to Lawrence, she really knows how to pad as well. Like, she pads really well. The latex look was like it's funny that the two Scottish queens both came in latex. Yeah. Very similar silhouettes. I wonder if they went to the same designer. Maybe. I don't think there's many.
No, Ellie says she makes her own stuff.
I don't know if she'd know how to make latex though. Oh, maybe. The only criticism that I have for her Dennis the Menace look was actually there's two things, and one was that you brought to my attention. First off is the silhouette was very similar to her entrance look with like the cutout panel, but she still looked amazing, and it's obviously something that works for her. It's just a shame that it was in the exact same episode, because we would have probably forgot if it was a couple of episodes in. And the other thing is that she brought another stuffed animal, apparently. I didn't even notice that she had a dog because, again, everything that she carries apparently is just dwarfed by the fact that she's
10'7".
Yeah.
I thought it was genius to take like a childhood icon.
The Beano is in Scotland as well. Like I read the Beano as a kid. Yeah. My gay ass read the Beano.
Like every gay kid would have been like, I think in my head I would have done that.
And I liked the attention to having
his little catapult.
Catapult, yeah.
I thought it was clever. She did really good. Last bitch to the stage, my girl Tace.
This look killed.
This is a shoot. Like everything about it, from the head,
from the tip of the horns to like the tip of the toes.
Yeah, the way she took the concept of the dragon, and made it like evil and like everything about it. That horn hair,
that wig was fucking killer. Yeah, I really enjoyed as well the fact that obviously she's shown it on her Instagram that it was inspired by the blondes. Yeah. Which every fucking drag queen
knows, like, the blondes.
Dreams to like wear
and
something.
The blondes work with drag queens as well, so I think it was clever.
Yeah, but I mean, it's very clever if you're referencing the blondes and you look that gorge. You know who's going to be getting a call
from the blondes to walk their show.
Yeah, her makeup was beat.
Amazing.
Her hair was fantastic. The dress was killer. And do you know what I mean as well? Like the right, she's got such good legs. Yeah. Shoot.
It's like a fucking shoot. Like she stole all the trophies. So we go into the bottom two, which is unfortunately Joe and Bimini. No.
When she did that handstand, I was like, yeah.
Girl, you didn't have to do it like, you didn't have to stunt like that for first lip sync, but you did.
Girl, you have done it again, constantly raising the bar for us all and doing it flawlessly.
So, unfortunately, Joe gets the chop, and we're left with however many girls we're left with.
So, fortunately, on this week's episode, we have been graced with the presence of Vanity Von Glow, the famous, internationally ignored superstar, as she puts it herself, Scottish drag queen who now resides in London. So, let's see what her thoughts are. Hi, Vanity, you look amazing. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Hello, boys. Yes. Wasn't the show fabulous? I'm just glad that we've all got something we can watch again, because Sex Education doesn't come out for like 2 or 3 weeks and The Crown's already over. So we need communal viewing that we can all talk about together online, since we're not allowed to see each other.
So, we just want to know what your thoughts on the first episode were.
My thoughts were that it was so lovely to see, particularly Taste and Sister Fibrosis, because I know them. You know, we used to work in the same venues, and they were in the competitions back when I judged at her upstairs. So I've kind of seen them like go from strength to strength to strength. Sister is so in touch with her surreal energy that I think she's going to be. Hopefully, she doesn't lose her nerve, and she can really keep executing her concept well. And of course, Taste. I don't have any worries about Taste's confidence. I think she's going to do fabulously. She'll be a star of the show.
And who was your favourite look?
Best look. I loved Tace's Welsh dragon. I thought the wig was really cool. Actually, without the wig, the look wouldn't have been the same. It really needed that sort of nonsense on her head to sell it. But it was fun. It was frivolous. I think that was a Wig Chapel wig. If so, I mean, everything they do at Wig Chapel is like quite exquisite, so well done to them.
And who do you think had the worst look?
The worst look, okay, I have to tell you, I can't even remember all the looks now. I have a short-term memory issue, which is probably drug-induced. I will say that I thought, who did Kate Bush? Was it Ginny Lemon? Now, I love Kate Bush, so it was exciting to see her. And it was quite a good Kate Bush, but I worry that I think there was kind of a ragtag. It was a ragtag, mad Kate Bush. A bit like Kate Bush herself in the Wuthering Heights video, to be fair. But I wonder if Ginny Lemon's going to find it more difficult than the others to actually produce these looks, because you can't do ragtag and mad every week, can you? Who knows? We'll see.
So if you were to do the runway challenges, what would you have done? What would you have graced us with?
If I were on the show, well, it's really funny. If I had to do a British gay icon, I swear to God, I would do Elizabeth Hurley. I love her. Actually, Elizabeth Hurley is legitimately one of my inspirations. I find her grandiosity and her her accent all rather fabulous. And I would do her in the Versace leather pantsuit from Bedazzled with the little red horns, the red leather thing. She's so fabulous and like thoroughly British and ridiculous. But I am also up from wee Scotland up there, so I've always wanted to have a reason to get made kind of like a warrior queen come couture gown in tartan with maybe like some armour on the breast. I don't know, like a breastplate of armour and then a great big tartan gown. I think that would be quite fabulous and fun and sort of the thing that you'd wear before you storm Edinburgh Castle and then perform a show in the grounds.
And what are your thoughts on the girl who got sent home?
My thoughts on who went home, I feel really bad for Joe Black, because I feel like Joe Black is the me of that. If I were on the show, we've both been doing this since we were like 18 or 19, so that's 11 odd years. We've been very much in the cabaret world. We didn't come up through the clubs, we were doing drag before Drag Race was on the air. So I feel like she went in with a bit of gravitas, and very sadly the team Rupauls didn't agree, so she went home. So I feel bad for her, but on the other side, she's very fabulous, and I'm sure she will recover after a few months of therapy.
Thank you so much for joining us, Vanity. That was amazing.
Thank you for having me on, boys, and yeah, I hope this season's going to be fabulous. If you need any more opinions, I can pull a few out from under my armpits for you. You just have to ask.
If you want to follow Vanity, you can find her at this handle below. She is working on a brand new Instagram series where she will be singing Broadway anthems, so be sure to check that out.
Thank you. Bye. And lastly, we're going to give out our awards for C.U.N.T this week, where we award charisma, uniqueness, nerve and talent to one girl each. So, do you want to go first? Charisma.
I'm going to say this non-biasedly because I know that she's Scottish, but I think that Lawrence has came across really fucking well on this episode. Like, super funny, and like, RuPaul cannot fucking like stop laughing. Like,
I don't think you can understand her, but it's so funny.
it is, but like, hello RuPaul! It is so funny, but...
No, for sure, Lawrence is my pick for charisma as well. Like, she basically carried this episode in terms of humor, and her confessionals are so funny. And
I'm excited to see, hopefully, you know how there was that kind of like moment where she was scared to take her makeup off?
Yeah.
I'm not excited is the wrong word, but like I'm
interested.
Interested to see how that evolves, because
evolves,
hopefully, like, we know that the show usually brings a lot of things like sisterhood and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see. Hopefully, she finds a confidence as her boy self.
Yeah. As much
or
as
as her male presenting self. Because she definitely deserves to find that confidence, because she is super funny, and as you said, like in her confessionals, she's great.
Yeah. So next award, uniqueness. I gave it to Jo. It's the last time we're gonna see her, so she might as well get something out of it. But yeah, I thought she was pretty.
And
unique.
you say that as if like you've blessed it.
I've anointed her this week, so she's only reigning in uniqueness for 7 days.
7 days? Oh my god.
I liked her. I thought she was good. So Jo, you get uniqueness. Treasure it and hold it dear to your heart, because I'm gonna rip it away come next week.
I'm gonna choose Bimini. I just thought that like that Norwich look just really won it for me, and I'm excited to see what she's gonna do. There are a lot of queens that I'm excited to see what they're gonna do, but I think she has like a uniqueness that, funnily enough, that I'm intrigued about.
Yeah, for sure.
Nerve,
and they do take nerve.
It definitely do take nerve, and the person that I'm gonna choose for nerve is fucking Jenny Lemon, for having the nerve to wear those fucking shoes throughout this whole episode. I am hoping, I'm praying that we see
versatility.
and I really hope that she gets called out on it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we have seen girls be called out for a lot less.
Yeah. Like grey wigs.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my choice.
Let's hope. I chose Miss Estina. For having the nerve to kill me with that Naomi Campbell runway, like slaughter, but also for having the nerve to come into the workroom dressed like that for her entrance look.
Oh, double-edged sword.
Mama was not feeling that at all. But yeah. And lastly, talent. I
think we can collectively say this together,
yeah.
no? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
RuPaul. JK. No, I think Taste deserves talent, but more importantly, Taste's wig deserves an honorable mention for talent, because that bitch stayed laid, in place, intact.
I'm so curious how that travelled.
First class.
How do you transport that wig?
That wig had its own seat in an Uber.
Yeah.
Laid out, freshly pressed, and did not move for no man, because clearly that wig is affixed upon her temple. But no, well done as we go this episode, even though we didn't mention.
And do you know what I'll say? It was a really fucking good first episode.
They did what needed to be done.
And also, like, going off of like what Vanity said, we have been starved for like this for so long. Like, especially like, obviously we have the American one going strong at the moment as well, but I feel like as British people, we really feel that connection to like that good old
British drag.
Like, that British humour. We really connect to it because we really get like the
references, the humour, the dialect, everything. So yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And Steve Ain, as brought to you by I am Steve Ain on Instagram.
On Instagram, Twitter.
And Gods, because I am Gods from Instagram. Okay guys, so thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you've enjoyed this first episode. If you have anything that you think that we've missed, any talking points that you would like to hear us talk about, please do let us know in the comments below. Also, please subscribe, like, thumbs up, fucking
share.
Share. Like, just if
send it to the person you're gonna fuck on Grindr, get them involved. Like, send it to your
what
nan.
a good way to start off a conversation starter than two gays talking about other gays.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us. Bye, guys.
Deuces.